It's very, very, very. I'm very happy about it. Also, it's very difficult. But another point is when you look at the bench now, you still have confidence in yourself that anybody who goes there can play.
Coach, wish you all the best. Coach, good to have you here. Match day 18 against Asante Kotoko. The first round wasn't that good for Berekum Chelsea. What do you hope to do in the second round to turn things around?
Yeah, thank you very much. As you said, it wasn't good for us. We didn't start well, but coming to this second round, I believe that good things will happen.
You signed a player from Asante Kotoko recently, Tinedu, and he's starting this game. What informed that decision?
Yeah, I know him very long time because when he was at Legon City, I chased him a lot, but before he came to Asante Kotoko, but today it's fortunate for us that we got him back. He's not in a good shape, but I believe that with the subsequent matches, he'll pick up from there.
Now, if you win this game, it's just 3 points, but how important would it be to start the second round with a massive win against Kotoko?
This is the first match of the second round, and then if possibly you can get a 3 match 1 points, it will lift us a bit so that we can continue with the subsequent matches.
Coach, wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Formerly of Heart of Oak, Samuel Bodu, he is a Ghana Premier League winner and also has won the MTN FA Cup before. So it's a big one for him, knowing that if they get 3 points this afternoon, they move away from the relegation zone. So the two teams are up in arms and ready to do battle. As you've seen, Asante Kotoko's last 5 games in the Ghana Premier League, they've won 3 and lost 2. And the last defeat came against Swedro All Blacks, where Rudolph scored the winner for All Blacks there. So that is for Asante Kotoko. Let's see that of Berekum Chelsea. Also, they've won 2 out of the 5 matches they've played, but they've tasted 3 defeats there. Not good enough for them. Today, we have the likes of Mohamed Kamara, Sambo Nel in the Musa Mzata, Lord Hilary Adabo, Mofin Donzo, Hubeje, Patrick Asiedu, Seth Kojo, Adam Inusa, Lord Amwa, and Peter Akwa Amidu. These are the 11 men who will be doing battle for Kotoko. Strong lineup.
Well, that's a strong lineup. I mean, what is important for them is to make sure that they take the game. They need to make 15 minutes to try and get a goal. Because, like I said, don't forget that Augustin Japonos was in Kotoko and he also left. But look, Lord Amwa, Patrick Asiedu, Hubeju was the one that scored against them in the first leg. Now Hubeju, Lord Amwa, and Patrick Asiedu are also playing against their former team, Berekum Chelsea. Last season they were started against Asante Kotoko. So that's interesting. But Chelsea need look. Mohamed Seydou, Benjamin Abedo, they need to make sure that they defend very tight, they defend very close. Prince Anani, the experienced player in the team, they must make sure that together with Kufuor Samoa, they must make the midfield compact. They must be tight and very tidy, or else Kotoko will expose them.
I'm relishing a battle on the pitch. Peter Akwa Amidu against Augustine Japan.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting.
It looks like it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
One that we might enjoy.
Very interesting one. And so Augustine Japan likes searching for it, but because of Amidu Akwa, he has to be careful. He has to be steady today. He has to close him down. His eyes must be on his movement because Peter Amidu Akwa can also cut infield and play well. So he needs to be tracking his runs very well and be alert because Amidu Akwa is unpredictable and he has tremendous pace.
Well, we've done all the talking here. The players will do the talking on the pitch because they are ready in the town. channel and ready to come out and do battle is the Ghana Premier League on TV3 and on UR TV. So I hand you over to our team of commentators, Benjamin, Willie Graham, and Kelvin Osuas. I'll see you after the first 45 minutes.
And welcome to Kumasi, and this is match day 18 of the Ghana Premier League. Kumasi Asante Kotoko at home to Berekum Chelsea, and this is where history breathes through every stand of the Babara Sports Stadium. At 3:30 p.m. the sun hangs proudly above the Garden City, and match day 18 of the Premier League obviously brings us a context in rich history and rivalry, as well as that of a big purpose there. Berekum Chelsea having had a very interesting play there against 11 Wonders with a win. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, on the other hand, had a very torrid time with Berekum All Blacks and Swedro. What a team had to come to a 2-1 defeat there. But the fans who have come to the stadium are looking for nothing but a big win there for the Porcupine Warriors. And here they come from the tunnel. It is going to be all smiles. It's going to be all business. It is the Babara Stadium that is hoping to breathe into something spectacular between the Red Army of Kumasi Asante Kotoko and that of Berekum Chelsea, who are walking gallantly onto the pitch there and waiting patiently for the grass to usher them into this all-important contest and a battle, certainly giving a redemption to those who have a chance of winning the Premier League title.
Well, there's a lot more at stake rather than just the title, and it's all about proving a point. Some Wood, knowing that this is a terrain where he grew up and realizing his ambitions of getting into football management, has his sights of Asante Kotoko on his wish list to coach. There are several players who would want to make a point against the Japan, and then other players in the other side in the dugout. There is Abdul Karim Zito, who's looking for the Ghana Premier League title. It is something that he seeks to win after clinching a number of FA Cup glories.
Berekum Chelsea were here to challenge the Giants Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They are carrying the spirit of the Bono region with them into this particular alliance, then you want to call that. The fans have been coming here, maybe very not much in the tone that you expect them to be, but they certainly are looking forward to supporting their setup. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, for them to have a win there. The referees are already ready for us today for this game. Kotoko ringing in 3 changes after the defeat to All Blacks there. Left back Francis Akwa is out for Patrick Asiedu. Centre back Zakaria Fuseni is also sitting out for Hamzata Musa. They maintain the same midfield that played against All Blacks there. But up front, Philip Amo out for Inusa Adam.
Well, not quite a surprise on lineup. Patrick Asiedu, brilliant. He got a red card against Kim Faisal during the midweek, but he's one of the trusted men in there. Yes, the backline seems very much intact. Inusa to bring much more energy on the flanks, and then Seth Kwajo Jau expected to be the most creative force to help Marvin Donzo to score.
Coach Karim Zito has seen Kotoko in so many years. Some 15, 20 years back, he was in the saddle for Kotoko. And now he's back again, and two captains on the side there. Berekum Chelsea have Prince Anani and that of Samba O'Neill, making sure that they work things out with referee Mauli George Vomaha, who will be assisted by Ali Tumwapa, and assistant referee too is Bidiama Hassan Alilu. And these are the officials for today's game. Very exciting day there in the office for Berekum Chelsea, who themselves have three former players of Kumasi Asante Kotoko on the side. Rico Forian, the goalkeeper. Augustine Japan, formerly of Kotoko, and now Samuel Tinedu, just about some weeks ago, was with the Porcupine Warriors, has moved down to Berekum Chelsea, and he is here to see how Chelsea will be able to change things there in today's game.
There's quite an interesting lineup from Samuel Ward. Augustine Japan knows this field very well. Rico Forian couldn't have, much glory with Kotoko, but he's one of the experienced shotstoppers you can have in the local league. Tinedu and Augustine Henry seems to be a very formidable central midfield pair. How to break that one down will depend on how Kotoko will be efficient. And up front, fighters Shaibu with the strength. We'll be looking forward to just getting things down with Marvin Owusu.
Well, two coaches very much experienced in the Ghana League. Asante Kotoko's coach, Karim Zito, and Samuel Bodu, formerly Hearts of Oak, really won a lot of caps there with the Phobians until he decided to part ways with the Phobians and moving back into Berekum Chelsea. Talks about changes they made Tinedu in for Kwesi Soroto, and they're also having Frimpong Dominic also out for Seydou Abubakar in today's game. So basically telling you that they also are looking forward to a win now to solidify their chance on the Premier League door. Berekum Chelsea, they had to pick up a win against 11 Wonders, who themselves have picked up a 2-0 win against Basake Holy Stars last Friday, and so now two teams are coming out to see exactly what they'll be able to put on the table there. Well, the Porcupine Warriors also posting a 1-0 win against Ken Faz on the FA Cup. This is obviously going to be that bit of smiles there, but the one particular story about these two things is that you do have former players on both sides working as assistant coach or team managers there. Berekum Chelsea have Obedo Usu, formerly of Kotoko, and Samuel Bodu also has an assistant coach there who once upon a time did play for Kotoko as well, Emmanuel Nkrumah. Here we go, all is set now for match week 18 of the Premier League at the Papayara Stadium. Kotoko in all red outfit there with Chelsea in the yellow and blue, certainly getting us into this game. And Berekum Chelsea, well, being one of the difficult sides for Kotoko sometimes back in the Premier League. Obviously looking forward to start in a very great fashion there. Marvin Donso scored a goal for Kotoko against All Blacks, and expecting to see the likes of Inusa Adam on the left flank there, trying to whip one into the box. He's got some very skills on the left foot there. Inusa Adam was one of the tormentor-in-chief there against Midiama at this particular venue when they drew 2-2 with Midiama SC. Kotoko with the long ball back to the far post there. It's been poorly headed down by Benjamin Abedu, and conceding a throw there, Berekum Chelsea.
The intent of Kotoko very clear. Was quite unfortunate how Augustine Japan lost control of that ball and gave it away to Inusa. These are the moments Kotoko will be looking for the scraps, so the various attacking players can capitalize on it.
Lord Amo with a long throw into the box now. It's been left down for Rico Forian to deal with it. Now they want to start with a wave of attacks there. Kotoko very early in the game, just about under 2 minutes of the game. They've already seen some interesting displays. Rico Forian chooses a long ball in to have a Kotoko. Samba drops it down. Hamzata is also one of the young centre backs for Kotoko. Speaking to Karim Zito, talks about having faith in the young players as well and giving the players the opportunity to come good into the game.
He's always trusted the youth, but he does so by mixing it up with experience, and that is what has gotten him the success for the last 3 years, and he hopes that Asante Kotoko this season, the same mood will help him to win the league.
Adam Inusa pushed down, and so getting a free kick here. And that's the Marvin Owusu with that push on Adam Inusa. Yes, Asante Kotoko 30 points from 17 matches, and they remain firmly in the title race as well with 8 wins, 6 draws, and just 3 defeats. They boast one of the league's strongest defensive records, considering that only 11 goals this season.
Clearly they've had, an unlikely partnership for most of their games, but it's very impressive to see them still having that solidity at the back. The only team that beats them to it, it's hard to folk. I think it's impressive when you have a number of changes to your central defensive pair almost every now and then.
Well, interesting to have that. Kotoko also to have Hubert Jewu and Patrick Asiru, all former players of Berekum Chelsea. And they're starting lineup there for the Porcupine Warriors. And they win a free kick here. And that's going to be the foul on Lord Adabo.
That was quite a bad tackle there, hitting right onto his shin. It's a very strong tackle from Augustine Hene.
I'll tell you what, Karim Zito has made it clear there's little room for some bit of errors in the game there, but, and of course, Samuel Bodu's looking forward to having his team play very compact football, going with a 4-2-4 formation, obviously telling you that he wants to get a lot of men forward and get the balls into a very good place where they can get the goals there. But it depends on how the midfield of Berekum Chelsea is able to hold their own against Kotoko's attacking play there. Sambao Neo with a long drive here, just kind of one away, but that is an opportunity. Kotoko just wasting it.
It was always rising. The intent was clear. He wanted to go with power. There was enough pace. The direction was just